You promised yourself this year would be different. Not louder, not easier, different. You stood alone one night, tired, disappointed, broken in ways nobody could see. And you said it quietly, almost like a secret. I can't live like this anymore. No audience, no applause, just you and the truth. You promised yourself you would change. But let me ask you something. How many mornings have you woken up already exhausted, not from work, but from regret? Regret of wasted time, regret of untapped potential, regret of knowing you could do more, but choosing comfort instead. The hardest prison isn't poverty, it isn't failure, it's knowing who you could become and choosing not to. You told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll change next month, after things calm down. But tomorrow is a liar. Tomorrow has killed more dreams than fear ever did. Because tomorrow feels safe. Tomorrow feels responsible. Tomorrow feels painless. But growth is never painless. Look at your life, not the filtered version, not the one you show people, the real one. Your habits, your discipline, your excuses. Ask yourself honestly, if nothing changes, where will I be in 5 years? Same place? Same pain, same dreams, still waiting? That should scare you. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is information. It tells you something is wrong. It tells you something needs to change. But instead of listening, you numb it. Scrolling, sleeping, escaping. Comfort is addictive, and addiction always charges interest. Remember the promise you made to yourself? The one you made after the breakdown, after the failure, after the embarrassment. You said, no more excuses, no more waiting, no more being weak in moments that matter. That promise still exists. But promises don't change lives. Actions do. Let me tell you something nobody likes to hear. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. It disappears when things get hard. Discipline stays. Discipline wakes you up when you don't feel like it. Discipline makes you work when no one is watching. Discipline keeps promises you forgot you made. You don't need to feel ready. You need to be committed. Change doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you choose effort over excuses. You choose growth over comfort. You choose pain now over regret later. One workout, one early morning, one hard decision. Small wins compound. So do small failures. Choose wisely. Here's the part no one warns you about. When you change, people around you might not. They'll call you obsessed. They'll call you different. They'll say you've changed like it's a bad thing. Let them talk. Growth requires distance. Elevation requires separation. You weren't meant to stay the same. Discipline builds confidence. Confidence builds self-respect. And self-respect changes everything. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop betraying yourself. You stop quitting when it gets uncomfortable. You become someone you trust. Imagine meeting the future version of yourself. 5 years older, stronger, focused, calm. They look at you and ask, did you keep the promise? What will you say? No one is coming to save you. Not motivation, not luck, not timing. This is your responsibility. And that's not a curse, that's power. Because if it's your fault, it's also your control. Every day is a war between comfort and discipline, between who you are and who you could be. You don't win once, you win daily. And some days winning just means not quitting. That's enough. So listen carefully. You don't need a new year. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You need courage. Courage to start. Courage to fail. Courage to continue. You promised yourself you would change. Not for them. Not for validation. Not for applause. But because you're tired of letting yourself down. Start today. Not perfectly. Not loudly. But honestly. Because one day, you'll look back and realize this was the moment everything changed.